short stream.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? This is Christopher with Casually Unfiltered Culvers and Mandy Super Vortex Chasers, also a part of Casually Unfiltered Culvers. Um, Guys, we got some things to discuss and talk about. Um, I just wanted to say that the storms that came through Western Kentucky and also came through our area as well, it was really, really bad. And like, I cannot express words on how bad the people in Mayfield, Kentucky, and also in Arkansas and Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois, Mississippi. Like, I can't even describe of how bad it is because it's so bad. And I really feel really bad for them people. And my thoughts and prayers are for everybody, all the families that lost their family members due to these storms and tornadoes and stuff like that. Because I know how they feel. Because I'm a tornado survivor myself, and I can tell you one thing: it's a scary thing to go through some really bad storms like that. It's scary, especially when a tornado is headed your way. It's it's like I said, I can't even describe it. All I know is I can relate to those people, and I can relate to how scary it is to be in a tornado, and when your life flashes before your eyes. I know how that is. I know how it feels. It's very scary. Like, I don't know what Mandy wants to say, but I'm pretty sure it's similar to what I'm saying, but I don't know if wants to say anything different. So, babe, you can go ahead and say what you want. What's up, Justville? What's up, everybody?
All I know, I don't know how to say this. All I know is I'm a fellow Kentuckian born and raised. And just the images, the videos, what the governor's been saying, how he's lost two of his cousins to this tornado, and this devastation. I am. It's a very sobering thing to experience and hear. That same supercell thunderstorm came through our local area, and a tornado warning was issued just a mile down the road from us, or less. It was very, very scary. Very, very sobering, very eye opening, and very earth shattering and life altering. Dozens, if not, I hope not hundreds of people are still missing. Possibly over 100 casualties, and they're still trying to find people and search for them and possibly recover the people that suffered the unfortunate fate of losing their lives. This is why I chose the career path that I did. Because it is my main goal in life to help keep people safe and to save people's lives when things and disasters like this happen. This is literally a 1 in 100 year storm, tornado, whatever you would like to call it. It is literally, and I am quoting this from Twister, it's the finger of God. Something that is almost a mile wide, if not a mile wide or bigger, with wind speeds of possibly, but not confirmed yet, 200 plus miles per hour, across 4 states, possibly, not confirmed yet, 250 plus miles, consistently on the ground, possibly,
Like that could be
not confirmed yet.
It could be a record-breaking.
If it is confirmed, everything that I just mentioned, it will take the place of the 1925 tri-state tornado that was on the ground consistently, non-stop, for 219 miles. 600, almost 700 people, just shy of 3 people from it being 700 people died in that tornado alone. And this one could top that one. Which means it would be the #1 most historic, long-tracked, violent, deadly, catastrophic, devastating tornado to ever hit the U.S. And possibly one of the top major weather events in the world. Just think on that and let it sink in. Because if storms can happen like they do on Saturn, on Uranus, on Jupiter, on Neptune, on all of them places, like they can happen like that, and they are in our solar system, in our atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm here, Justville.
If they're here, if they can do that, and they're in our solar system, in our atmosphere, we have seen them and documented them with our own eyes.
If it can happen,
if it can happen there,
it can happen
here. It can
here.
happen here. Storms are getting more deadly, more catastrophic, more devastating by the year. Tornado Alley is shifting, or has shifted already. And tornado season is not even here. Meteorological spring starts March 1st, which is the first day of tornado season. The big shaboom tornado season. We're not even in March.
Nope.
Tornadoes can happen in December, yes. There has been an F5. And I think 1957 in December. But with the ingredients and how the storm came together, December 10th through the 11th, it was so perfectly horrifying that the ingredients were perfect. As what people call it, it was a negative tilt, which means the highest severe capabilities possible. And I'll explain more of that when I go to my channel. But, and I'm planning on making educational videos. We've got some things to figure out in the next week or so. Get a game plan together for something, which I will let Chris here, my husband here, let you all know about and what our plans are. But just please let this sink in. And don't ever think it can't happen to you, because it very well can. Very, very, it's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Anything is possible. So just remember this.
Well, I'm just going to say from my experience, okay, with me being a tornado survivor myself, with me
living in a huge tornado alley.
Yeah.
On there.
I was in a town called Holly Springs at the time. And I'm just going to say that tornado compared to the one that started from Arkansas, or the storm that made it from Arkansas to Kentucky and made, I mean,
So, like,
just made
it literally wiped towns off the map.
Yeah, and just Kentucky along the tornado that was in Kentucky. Mayfield, Kentucky was one of the hardest hit towns that out of the whole entire thing that happened in Western Kentucky. Mayfield, Kentucky was hit really bad. Pretty much wiped off the map. Like, houses were like swiped clean off of the foundations.
Debris not even on the foundation.
Debris not even on the foundations. Like, and that, I mean, the tornado in Holly Springs compared to that, the tornado that hit Western Kentucky, that was by far worse.
Because I'm looking it up right now on the damage surveys. December 23rd, 2015, tornadoes in the Mid-South. The Holly Springs tornado was rated an EF4, 170 mile per hour max wind, 75 mile path length, and it only had 9 fatalities. This tornado already probably has over 100. Well, the governor pretty much said we're probably going to be well over 100.
Well, I do know the governor, Andy Beshear. I do know from what I've heard him say. He said that pretty much it is confirmed 80 people that were killed, but it could be more, which we're hoping that it's not.
From the stuff that I've heard him say, He's already expecting 100+ people. He said it's almost guaranteed. But also, nobody's always right. I'm hoping that it's not what he thinks, and he's hoping that it's not what he thinks. But we gotta prepare for the worst and hope for the best in cases like this. Like, y'all need to pray. Get on your knees and pray now for these people. Because it has shook me to my core of seeing what I have seen and hearing the things that I've heard. These people did not deserve this.
And just to give you guys a perspective on how bad it was, you you guys remember the Joplin tornado.
Mm-hmm.
There was a storm chaser
By the name of Jeff Petrowski.
He literally said
that it looked just like
that
Joplin.
it looked just like Joplin or even worse. And him saying that speaks a lot of volume of how bad it was.
Like, it was bad.
And the thing that Mandy wanted me to tell y'all what we are talking about currently, and we're still talking about it, we're planning, and hopefully we could do this, that we're both planning to go to Mayfield, Kentucky to help in any way possible that we can. If that even means passing out, waters,
food, clothing items, whatever that they need us to do.
I mean, even if, like I told Mandy earlier, that even if we can't get there, at least we can donate some money to help them financially recover and do live streams and raise money for them. Because these people, they need the help desperately. They need it.
I'm about to send you a photo. You have your other? No, you don't have to.
Just Bill, what do you mean? How are we gonna do that? Are you referring to donating money to them, or actually going there to help? The reason why I'm asking you this, so that way I could more clarify of what I was saying.
I'm gonna do this anyways, just so you can show them. I'm gonna send that picture, and I'm gonna look for a picture that.
Well, how we're planning to actually going there and helping, we're basically gonna book a motel or hotel close by.
Mm-hmm. We might not be able to do it in the same town because they all might be gone.
Yeah, but
a couple of them I know are gone.
But we're planning on booking a motel or hotel room, and we are gonna go to the mayor of
Mayfield.
No, Mayfield. Sorry. Mayfield. We'd have to go to the mayor of Mayfield and see what she wants us to do. That would be totally up to her discretion.
Okay. I'm going to hand you my phone.
Okay.
Because I just sent you 2 photos. The top one is from the Holly Springs one you was in that was rated EF4 with wind speeds of 170 miles per hour. The bottom one, I'm going to make sure of this.
Hey, Sped Red 45. Welcome to the stream.
Well, the bottom one's still the same tornado, so it doesn't matter. The The bottom picture is the one that went through the Mayfield, Benton, Dawson Springs, I guess Princeton it was,
Yeah.
all the way up to the Hartford, Beaver Dam, Kentucky area, if not longer than that. The first one is Holly Springs, EF4, 175. Second one, the Mayfield tornado. Don't know the rating yet.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you some pictures here.
In comparison here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, in comparison.
What the hell? Hold on a minute, my thing's not on. Auto rotate. It's not rotating.
Do it the other way.
Just show them it the way it is.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you the pictures
Swipe
here.
over when you're done.
And this one was
The one you went through.
This is the tornado I went through.
But it's
The one
not
in Holly
the house
Springs.
that you was in.
No, it's not the house I was in. No. Now,
that is an EF4, wind speeds of 170 miles per hour.
Yep, and the second picture here
is the tornado that tore through Mayfield, Kentucky, December 10th. And we don't know the rating on that yet. I want you all to tell me and let me know what you think this is going to be rated. Give an estimate from that comparison, babe. What are you saying about that?
I'm saying that's an EF5.
Strong, mid to strong EF4, possibly low range EF5. I don't think it's going to be any higher than a low range EF5. But if it is, I'm going to be freaking utterly more devastated. And sorry if you hear it in the background, y'all. I'm just turning my other phone down.
But yeah, that's... Yeah, me personally, I think that's going to be a low-end EF5.
Hey, Sped Red 45. It's nice to meet you and welcome to our channel.
But yeah, those are the two pictures that compares the one that compares the Holly Springs tornado that I was in compared to the tornado that tore up Mayfield. And I'm just going to say this from the tornado in Holly Springs that I was actually in.
You said it scared the holy living hell out of you.
Yes, it did. It should have killed me.
It's definitely a sobering effect.
It should have killed me, like you said, but I was lucky.
It should have killed you. It should have killed a hell of a lot more people. But Mississippi people know how to freaking get away and hide from that crap. They know how to bunker down.
Mm-hmm.
Us Kentucky folk, we don't get things like that here often. And that's why so many people has perished. Because they did not take the warning seriously. It's very, very
devastating. And that tornado that hit Mayfield, that was a wedge, wasn't it?
Yeah, they said the max width as of right now is 3/4 of a mile wide. Possibly more. Because the way the debris ball looked on the radar, it was about 1 mile to 1.5 miles wide. But the damage surveyors from the National Weather Service in Paducah and Tim Marshall, the kind of the executive that they had to call in and fly in to observe this tornado's damage. He is the person that they bring in when they suspect EF4 to
Or
EF5 damage and tornadoes. He is literally the top gun,
The top dog.
top dog when it comes to figuring everything out. And the worst of it isn't even in Mayfield.
Nope.
They even confirmed it. The mayor of Mayfield did, the governor, the NWS in Paducah, Kentucky, has confirmed when the tornado left out, was done with Mayfield, it got stronger. In Benton, Dawson Springs, Princeton, like Bremen area. I mean, it is devastating. So I have a high suspicion that the from Benton to Princeton to Dawson Springs to Bremen, we're probably going to see possibly a mid-range EF5. But I'm not a surveyor, but I am a trained storm spotter. And I have researched this stuff for 10 plus years. I've been in 6, possibly 7 tornadoes. And I've seen things from, I've just seen things that are unimaginable. And the highest tornado that I've ever seen damage afterwards of is an EF3 that went through this county we live in right here.
Mm-hmm.
It about leveled my grandfather's house. He passed away December 22nd, 2019. Selwyn Noodles said that I wasn't hit by this storm. Hold on. Where was it? Where did it go? Where did it go? Hold on.
Gilded God, this stream ain't about you.
I don't even know who that is.
He said that we got 24 hours to give him a moderator. He's flagging all of our videos.
Dude, you do that, we will contact YouTube immediately after this stream. Because that is threatening and we haven't done nothing to you. So, if you even try that shit with us, when we're talking about people that have died from a tornado, I don't fucking deal with that shit. So get your ass up out of here now. I wasn't hit by the... Okay. Selwyn Noodles said, I wasn't hit by this storm, but I do live around this area. I am in Kentucky right now. Well, Selwyn Noodles, I
You were
feel for
lucky.
you, and you dodged one hell of a bullet. And my prayers are with the community surrounding you, because they are going to need so much help. Because it could take up to a decade, if not longer, for them to fully get back to somewhat of a normal way of life. And this is going to be on the minds of people for generations to come. Whew.
Yeah, Justville, we're cool with you. We're cool with you. But see, guys, like,
Hold on, I don't think I know who Gilded Guy is. He's been in here before.
Yeah, he has. But, like, see, guys, there's people out there that only give a damn about a ranch and not give a damn about the people that actually lost their damn lives in a fucking severe weather outbreak, a tornado that killed a lot of people. They only care like
About a fucking
they only
thing
care about
that
a
doesn't
fucking
amount
ranch.
to a hill of fucking beans.
It's very, very childish and very, to me, that's
You're childish,
cold-hearted.
immature,
Cold-hearted.
and you're cold-hearted as hell. And those actions will not get you anywhere in life, and it won't get you to heaven. You'll be spending eternity rotting in hell. Excuse me for my very bluntness, but this is unfiltered, and I don't give a fuck if I hurt your damn feelings. You do something like that to us or one of our people that we care about in our community, I'm going to come at you threefold with the wrath of God behind me. And yes, everybody, I am paying attention to the chat just in case he misses something. Sorry.
And guys, I was wanting to also mention the same supercell that had that really bad tornado in it that hit Mayfield and other communities. That same cell was just literally right up the road from us. And if I'm not mistaken, that was tornado warned, right?
Yes, it was tornado warned, and there was velocities showing some rotation. And I did see a correlation coefficient drop, which means possible debris lofted that was caught on radar.
And I went up to town earlier and I showed Mandy some damage that was there. There was a sign that was literally ripped out of the ground. There was trees snapped in half. Like it was crazy. And we literally, this is just what me and Mandy think. It wasn't actually confirmed a tornado or nothing, but we think there was a tornado that touched down briefly here in the same county, right here in the county that we're in. We think that it only touched down for it was only on the ground for about how long?
2 to 3 minutes tops.
About 2 to 3 minutes tops.
Because me and Chris know that roar.
And we heard that roar.
And it wasn't in the air, it was on the ground.
But it was only on the ground for 3 minutes.
I kept refreshing the radar, and it showed up for at least a good 2 minutes. Possibly 3. But I'm not saying it's confirmed or nothing because we haven't went out to that area and surveyed the damage or possible damage ourselves. Which, honestly, it's about a mile to a mile and a half maybe from us. And if there is damage there, then I know what the hell happened.
Well, we definitely know there's damage.
There was definitely something just to the south of us, 2 miles or less. But you go ahead with what you were saying, babe.
But we definitely know that there was damage in the county next to us. And like I said, I showed Mandy the sign, and I don't know if she saw the trees or nothing like that, but I seen trees were snapped. They were snapped in half like a twig. Mm-hmm. And I know Mandy knows of the sign I showed her.
Yeah, it was completely ripped up out of the ground.
And literally, it takes a lot of force to rip a sign out of the ground that's deep in the ground. It takes a lot of force to do that, and even snapping a tree in half. That's if it ain't decayed. If it ain't decayed and it snaps in half, then you know that takes a lot of force to snap it.
They just try to send me a message.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm trying to think here. Trying to think, yeah. Because let me see here. I woke up at 11 a.m. Friday morning, Eastern Standard Time. I did not go to bed. I stayed awake consistently from 11 a.m. Friday morning, that's Eastern Standard Time, to 12 o'clock noon Saturday afternoon Eastern Standard Time.
And I was
I
up
was up
until
I was up for 25 hours straight, y'all.
and I was up until like 6 o'clock in the morning. Like guys, our weather radio was going off like crazy, back and forth, back and right. It was going off like crazy.
I'm glad our weather radio finally started freaking working right.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I'm looking at the dang thing and it says 1111. That's an angel number, y'all. That's a sign.
Yeah, guys, and another thing too, we also seen 6666.
But it's not. People refer to that number as being a bad omen, but it truly isn't.
It's actually an angel number.
Yes. And the angel number for 1111 meaning is a reminder that we are all one, all interconnected. It's also a call to action, asking you to align your thoughts and actions with your highest good and best self. You are manifesting your thoughts, so keep them positive. So remember that, y'all. Keep your thoughts positive and align your thoughts and actions with your highest good and best self. And remember, we are all one and all interconnected. And that right there, just
under our Lord Jesus Christ.
That right there proves to me right there that we're making the right decision about what we're going to do.
And if there's anybody from the Mayfield area or any area in Kentucky that's been affected by these storms, we love you. Y'all are in our prayers.
We are rooting for you and your communities. We are hoping that you can clean up, recover, and find people that are still missing alive. But in case of the absolute worst, and most of them people are found and they're not alive, just know that as long as they are found, that's bringing closure and bringing them home to their families and loved ones.
And that's going to help them
with the grieving process.
And that's going to help them
moving forward.
And that's going to help that person's spirit cross over and move on and bring that person's spirit a peace of mind.
Which I hope and pray that all them people are found safe.
Me too. Like I'm scared. I'm scared to know.
I'm scared for the next few weeks ahead. Because I know they only search for people for so long until they consider them deceased.
Yeah.
or just lost forever. And a human body can be thrown hundreds, if not miles, hundreds of feet, or I mean, hundreds of yards to miles away. Because Mayfield, Kentucky, is about 170 miles away from Louisville in southern Indiana. And people were finding photos, pieces of mail, very, very sentimental items 170 miles away in their yards, on their cars, their houses, just strung everywhere, just dropped purely out of the sky. And one photo that I have seen was reunited, and it was a photo from somebody's house that was completely leveled by the tornado.
In Mayfield.
I don't know if it was in Mayfield, but it was along that path. Hey, Frozen. Yes, prayers to all the families. Prayers to the search and rescue teams. Prayers to the surveyors that they make the right call on this, because I highly suspect an EF5 tornado has happened. And the last time an EF5 tornado was recorded was May 20th, 2013 in Moore, Oklahoma. We had an 8-year drought of EF5 tornadoes. And I highly suspect that drought has been quenched and has ended.
And like I was saying, there was one storm chaser that even said that it was just as bad as the tornado in Joplin or worse.
Yeah, Jeff Petrowski, when the Joplin tornado happened, I've got to look up the date again, but I know it happened in 2011. Joplin, Missouri. Okay. The Joplin, Missouri tornado was May 22nd, 2011. It was rated an EF5 multi-vortex tornado. And the maximum width of the tornado was nearly 1 mile during its path through the southern part of the city of Joplin. Fatalities were 158 direct fatalities, 1,150 injuries. The damage was estimated at 2.8 billion US dollars, the costliest tornado in US history. But nowadays, it would be 3.22 billion estimated in damage as of 2021. And the time that it happened was 5:34 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And the ranking is 7th. The areas affected were Jasper County, Missouri, Newton County, Missouri, mostly the city of Joplin, part of a larger outbreak. Location, Joplin, Newton County, Missouri. And that was 158 direct fatalities. And the Mercy Hospital in Joplin, formerly known as St. John's Regional Medical Center, is a hospital in Joplin, Missouri, USA. The hospital is famous for suffering devastating damage in the 2011 Joplin tornado. The original storm ravaged building was demolished in 2013. And let me see here.
And didn't you say that hospital, that tornado shifted that?
That's what I'm getting to right now.
Yeah.
See here. Okay. The Mercy Hospital was rotated 4 inches on its foundation. It was twisted 4 inches on its foundation because that tornado was so extremely violent. See what the what does this sign mean? Is that in excess?
Let me see. Greater.
The highest winds were greater than 200 miles per hour. And I'm going to go to the EF Enhanced Vegeta scale. If I can spell. Okay. The Enhanced Vegeta scale. EF0 is 65 to 85 miles per hour wind gusts or winds within the vortex. EF1 is 86 to 110 miles per hour wind speeds. EF2, 111 to 135 miles per hour wind speeds. EF3, which is a major tornado. Anything EF3 or greater is a considerable catastrophic tornado. Is 136 to 165 miles per hour winds. EF4 is 166 to 200 miles per hour winds. EF5 is 201 plus miles per hour winds within the vortex or multi-vortex. And multi-vortex means that there's tornadoes spinning around the apparent circulation, which means there's little tornadoes spinning around the main circulation of the tornado itself, which means you could have a big main tornado and have little bitty like 4 to 6 to 8 tornadoes surrounding it in very close quarters, all spinning and rotating and tearing up everything in its path and annihilating everything. Whew. Damn. So, I mean, that's just what I'm saying.
But yes, guys, we just wanted to do this stream, to kind of let you guys know that we're doing okay, and we wanted to do the stream for the people that was affected by these storms and tornadoes that ravaged western Kentucky and also in the other states too. The people that were affected by the storms as well.
Mhm.
We wanted to pay our respects to the people that was, that died in this situation in these storms. But just guys, pray for the people that were affected by these storms because they definitely need all the prayers that you guys can send out their way. But you guys have a great night. Stay lit, stay chill, stay positive, guys.
Yes, we love you, and I'm gonna be kind of revamping my channel in the next few days. I'm gonna add my Twitter link, the Facebook business page for the chasing, for our, you know, our chasing group, and I'm going to even link the National Weather Service out of Norman, Oklahoma's link in there. So if you all are ever affected by any bad weather, you can go on there and see what the reports are saying. And also look at the mesoscale discussions, whether or not you're going to be put under a tornado watch, severe thunderstorm watch, winter weather watch, whatever. Hurricane watch, warning, whatever. So I hope you all have a great, blessed night. And stay safe, stay chill, stay positive, like he said. And we will see you on our next stream. We love you all. Have a great night.